Come on, baby. Oh, I heard something. Yee-haw! This car owner asked me to look at their car. The key fob works great. Lock, lock, unlock, no problems. Lock, but if they lose their key fob but have a key, they turn the key to get in and it doesn't work. Well, I told him I'd take a look at it for him, see what's wrong and see if we can get it fixed. Let's do it. First thing we need to do, take the panel off the door, remove the actuator. I'm going to remove this tab and this piece here. I don't have trim removal tools, so I'm just going to get under here and be as careful as I can not to break anything. Pop that off. I'll just prime from the bottom and that pops straight out. Next, there's a trim piece here at the door handle. Just going to stick the screwdriver in here and gently pry that out. And there we go. That exposes another Phillips screw. There is a screw holding the door handle underneath this piece. With that screw taken out, we can lift this out. With that lifted out, we need to remove that screw that holds the door panel on. Well, it's hard getting this plug out, and I don't want to break anything, so there's just 3 screws holding this in. I'm going to take that out, then I can push that right through there. And one other plug. See if this one's a little easier to negotiate. And it is. So I can set this aside. And I'm going to set this right down in here. So I can pull the panel off. There are a couple screws at the bottom of the panel. On the back of this panel, there's a cable that goes to the door handle and the door lock. We need to disconnect those. White's on the top, you just pull this straight out. There's a little groove there. You open that up, and that little BB just holds it in that pocket. Do the same thing with this one. And our door panel's released. Now with the panel off, I'm going to turn the key on, roll the window up so we get that out of the way. The actuator's back here, and we need to get access to it. The window will be in the way. Rolled up, I can turn the key back off, and now we need to peel the plastic back. This bolt holds the window track in, and I need to remove that to free up the actuator. And we'll disconnect this wire for the actuator, and we'll remove the 3 screws holding the door latch and the actuator in place. And now we can pull this out. Now there's 2 things happening here with this actuator. There's a rod that comes down from the door handle that operates the latch to open and close the door. The other part of this actuator is this mechanism that operates the lock. And I think what's happened is there's probably a tab on that key lock that goes in there and turns this. And I think when this was last worked on, they got this rod in here, but they didn't get this arm in here. And so when we turn the key, it's not turning this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lock up here. Now to access this locking mechanism, you need to remove this tab. This is on a Toyota Camry. Remove this plug, just a rubber plug, and there's a screw in here. And I'm going to remove that and pull the locking mechanism out. There we go. Ah, and there she is. So what I think happened is they didn't remove this when they reinstalled the actuator, and they put the actuator in and didn't engage it with this arm, because this arm is working. So what I'm going to do is first install the actuator, and then I'm going to put this in and make sure that this gets in that hole, in that socket. And then we'll see if that takes care of that problem. Now again, when you put this in, make sure you get that down rod that's connected to the outside door handle in this hole. And then after it's installed, we're going to get that pin in this socket and see if that fixes our problem. And you just got to kind of feel in here to guide that in. There we go. And I'm just going to put one screw in here to secure it. Just temporarily to see if this will take care of our problem. We can plug this back in. And now we'll go back to the lock. And you can see that socket in there. If you don't take the locking mechanism out, it's just going to push that rod over to the right, and it's not going to engage with that socket. So we'll go ahead and put the lock in, and you almost can't miss it if you put it in after the fact like this. You just slide her straight in. There we go. I'm going to tighten that screw down, and then we'll test it. And I'm just going to hold this here, and this screw just stayed in. Tighten it down. Good, nice and secure. Now we'll go ahead and test it out. Lock. We're locked. Unlock. Beautiful. And if you don't get that rod in there, this isn't going to do anything when you pull it. Make sure you get that rod in that yellow pin. Now we'll lock it back. Nothing. Come on, baby. Oh, I heard something. Yee-haw! That's it. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to put everything back together, tighten it all down, and we're set to go. We'll put our plug back in. Put our other two screws in down here. These are, take a Torx bit. And we can put our window track back in, secure that. These cables go back through here. And we can seal this back up. Good. For our nice quiet ride. And now we can put the panel back on. Secure our cables. Good. We can set our panel back on there. Put our screws back in the reverse order. Plug our mirror control wire back in. Beautiful. There's a tongue on here. You slip that under there and then the back snaps in. And the screw in the door handle here. We'll cover. We got our screw door handle. Good. And we'll pop our plate back in. Perfect. This screw up here. Cover plate here. And we just have our 2 screws at the bottom of the panel. And now we'll give it one more test before we leave. Good. Lock. Good. Unlock. Good. Lock. Key. Good sound. Hey, hey, hey! If you run into that problem, that's probably what it is. If this video was a help to you, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And I look forward to helping you with other projects online.